Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, good, good. So let us continue. I think I have people coming in. I need to admit them in. All right. So now in this second session, we'll be looking at the person job fit. And when you look at this, what we have on the screen, you see that you say that a person when we say person job fit, um, we are referring to the degree of alignment between the individual and the job. You know, that some people are fitted for certain jobs and not for others. For example, somebody who is more can be more efficient as an individual instead of as a team. There are some people who like to work individually. They don't like to work as a team. So a person who wants to work individually instead of working as a team will have a higher person job fit, for a workplace that stresses individual tasks, such as in accounting. So somebody who like to work, individually might may be more fitted for that kind of job. But person that want to work in it as a who prefer to work as a team might, prefer working in the construction field. Uh, so that is what person job fit is all about. Okay, when we say that, just trying to figure out, to say that certain individuals are more suited for certain types of jobs. That is basically what it is talking about. So, like I said a few minutes ago, it is when we say person job fit, we mean that that is the compatibility between individuals and the job or task that they perform at work. So this simple explanation includes compatibility based on employee needs and job supplies available to meet those needs, as well as job demands and employees' ability to meet those demands. Generally speaking, in the past, the term person job fit have been used to describe fit with occupations or vocations, as well as, but more, but not limited to uh, it being distinguished from the broader form of it. In any case, for the leader, person job fit is important when hiring competent and capable employees. And for the organization, it is important too, because the kind of person, the person organization fit, because organization provide the job. So the person organization fit has been linked to reduced turnover, increased organizational commitment, and increased employee satisfaction. Okay. So that is why the concept is very, very important in the field of leadership. And see what it is. Now, because personal job fit increases your attitudes, okay, it can also enhance your performance. Generally speaking, as an employee, uh, because personal job fit increases your attitude, then it makes sense to that, it is very logical that it will enhance your competence and performance and the job. Okay. Corey Morrison, let me just mark him present. Okay, mark. All right. So it makes sense that your performance might increase. It makes a lot of sense that it might increase when you are better suited towards your job. So when you say that the performance increase because you are better suited towards your job, It makes a lot of sense. But it is good to know that the data actually back that up so as well. So also fitting better to your job can, it can in turn decrease the likelihood that you want to leave the job. So you are less likely to turn over in the long run when you feel that you fit well with your job. So it makes a lot of sense to infer to that, to that effect. So a natural question is now because how do we enhance the person's job fit? How do we enhance it? Okay. Now, first, if you are a leader, okay, or manager, selecting employees based on the objective criteria associated with the job is the best way to enhance person's job fit, which means that instead of going with your gut, you should be measuring the knowledge, skills, ability, and personality characteristics that predicts performance on the job. See, so even though it is also legally important to select people based on job requirement, it also helps employees in the long run, in the long term as well. So if you want your team to perform better and stick around for longer, this helps you to achieve that goal. So, but it also help your employees to be happier and healthier at the same time. So healthier at the same time. So now we have the looking at your own career. So we look at your own career. You can enhance your own personal job fit by applying for job for which you are a great fit. So that means that if you know that there's some, I remember that I know that there are some people. Excuse me. There are some people that I know that they look at some careers like medicine, nursing, pharmacy, or even engineering. So they look at those law as well. Look at those careers, and they make big money. But their personality does not fit those careers. Not that they're not intelligent. They're intelligent, they're smart, but the personality is for people that have it, that does not suit that kind of profession. But they went in there anyway, and they ended up becoming just the average in the field. So, and the career, feeling of achievement. They have it for a few years because they are doctors or they are lawyers. After a few years, they get bored with the profession. Because they didn't, do some kind of personal inventory to know which area they are more suited for. So there are many people like that. There are a lot of them people like that. But they think of money, money, money. They make big money and then jump in. Then they see that they are more stressed. You will see somebody who is actually have a personality that fit that kind of job. They'll be doing that job as a doctor, as a lawyer, as an engineer, as if it is nothing, less stress. But if you see somebody who was not really personally fitted, the kind of mindset, the kind of constitution they had, they're not suited for that kind of job. So they see them highly stressed out. The same job that the person who is fitted for that is doing as if it's nothing. There's some people who are doing it and every day they're stressed out. So it happens. I've seen it. I'm sure you guys must have seen something like that too. So what does it mean that it means that it makes sense that your performance might increase when you are better suited towards your job. But it's good to know that data support it as well. So not only that, fitting better to your job can also decrease the likelihood that you want to leave. So you are, less likely to turn over in the long run when you feel that you fit well with the job. So now you can look at the we continue with how to enhance person to job fit. enhancing person to job fit. So, like I said, unfortunately, employees usually don't have endless job options, and many, or even many at all. But if given the chance, I believe that um, if given the chance to approach one's job search, your job search with some flexibility, understanding your own knowledge, skill, and ability, and even personality is very, very important. Understanding them is very, very, very important because it will, excuse me, you can look for roles that fit better with your preferences. Also, another thing is that we need to know is when we're looking for a job, it is very, very important uh, that we try and follow career path that other people want. Or, I mean, avoid following those career paths that other people want you to take. Follow the path that is truly right for you. You know, it will improve your well-being eventually in the long run. Okay. So now this leads us to the job families, and we'll be looking at Holland's model of personality and occupation types. Okay. Now, managing your career, as we all know, requires knowing your natural interests and then capitalizing on those strengths. So the concept of job families can help in this area. So, can help in this area a lot. And one of the best models, which is also a career development model, come from John Holland. John Holland was an American psychologist. In the 1970s, John Holland developed a popular theory of interest development based around some 6 personality types. Those personality types include realistic personality, investigative personality, artistic personality, social, enterprising, and conventional. So these are the type of personality type that Holland developed, and each of these personality type are more suited for certain jobs. Okay. So Holland then arranged these 6 personality types into a hexagon. So organized according to the people's preferences for working with different stimuli at work, people, data, things, and ideas. So that's what Holland did. Let's look at the hexagon he gave us. You can see, look at the hexagon, you will see, excuse me, you will see the various personality types that he developed in the hexagon. You can see them right here. Holland model. See the investigative. They are the thinkers. We call them the thinkers. Artistics. This group are more of have artistic leanings. Social, which are the helpers. Enterprising, which are the persuaders. Conventional, the organizers, and then realistic, who are the doers. So, like I said, each group are more suited for certain jobs. We can look at it one by one. Look at the first one. I'll make sure it's in this group. Look at the first one. I have this, call it the realistic model. Okay. So, like I said, the trick here is to find the career that is more finding career satisfaction. I will put it this way: finding the career that is more suited for the type of job, suited for your personality. So, in other words, what lies behind our feelings of work? What lies behind our feelings of work satisfaction or dissatisfaction are our fundamental work interests. So, so these are the things that we enjoy doing, whatever the industry or the job title. So the trick, like I said, a few minutes ago, is to find the career's satisfaction, or let me put it this way. Finding career satisfaction can be to identify these core interests and match your job to them. So in other words, finding a job that matches your interests. So in industry, example, I have it on the screen here. If you are a science person, you may want to, you may not be happy working in a job that needs quick decision, or where you need to use your gut to guide you. So in other words, if you're a science people, that you have to look for work that is more suitable for those who are in a science field. So likewise, if you are artistic personality, you would like to, you'll be driven by, you'll be driven mad if they put you in a workplace that has too much rules and regulations. You go crazy there. So and if especially if that workplace requires some kind of number crunching, so that means you focus on those jobs that actually suit for your personality. So in a perfect world, we would all choose careers that suit our own interests. However, this is not the case because there's no perfect world. So for all sorts of reasons, we can find ourselves in positions where what we are doing, they just don't suit our natural interests and abilities. So this is where understanding how job and personality fit together, can now be of help, change, some help that you can use to change the situation for the better. So then also the ability and personality are the two main things that contribute toward job satisfaction. Okay, so you are likely to find that jobs that suit your ability and personality are much more rewarding than those that don't. Okay. Now we can look at the this model again, a simplified diagram. So let's see how we can explain it in another way so that we can understand it even better. So Holland model's theory, the theory he's advocating is that people with different personality types prefer working with different work stimuli. So that Holland's conclusion was that for any personality type, the career most aligned with that type is the most likely to be enjoyable and satisfying. For example, a realistic person would be best suited for a technical job and least suited for a social job. So that's what we can call it the realistic person. You can see right here. So now we will now look at these different personalities one by one. Okay, as you can see, there's 6 of them: realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and the conventional. So these are the personalities that in the Holland model. So let us examine them one by one, starting with the realistic personality again. So for the realistic person, okay, these are the people that liked wear other activities, okay, or enjoy working with objects, tools, and machines. So they share the common characteristics of these people in this group include hard-headed, inflexible, and persistent. Okay, hard-headed, okay, inflexible, persistent, and materialistic. Now they also have 2 other characteristics. They are practical and they are genuine. So these kind of people work more better. You see them more doing very well in the field of engineering, surveying, farming, electrician, and so on and so forth. So you put them in a high. If you want to make them, if you want to put them under stress, no, that means you give them a job that requires making speeches, every week or every day. That means you have basically killed their spirit. If you do that, whenever they see an opportunity, they'll just leave. So, like I said, they are mechanically talented, and they are also athletically talented. But however, they may not be good with people's skills, how to handling people. So that is for this personality here, realistic. Let's go to the investigative. Okay. Oh, I forgot. The realistic group also value concrete and tangible things like money, water, power. So they avoid social activities as much as they can. Let's look at investigative personality. Now, according to this published materials, I would say that investigative personality is the people in that group, they like activities that involve creative investigation of the world or nature. So you see them doing very well in this kind of activity. They share this common thread: analytical, emotion, pessimistic, intellectual, and publishing. Okay, good. So you see them because they are investigative people. You see them; they are more suitable for jobs like chemists, biologists, physicists, anthropologists, geologists, and so on and so forth. So if you want to put them in a stressful situation, don't make them to come to a party or to small group discussion. They don't like that. They want to be in the lab instead. So they are usually independent. They are usually perceive themselves as helpful, understanding. Sorry, not this group. This is for a different group. They usually very smart people. They're highly intelligent, but they often lack leadership skills. So they also value scientific endeavors a lot. The next one is the artistic people. So the artistic people, they like unstructured activities and enjoy materials to create art. They enjoy using material to create arts, and they share this common thread. They are idealistic, complicated, Oliver. Yeah. And also, they share more common threads like introspective, they are sensitive, they are impractical. They're not usually they call them, say that they are bohemian, they are non-conformist. So the type of operation they do, they are artists, they are writer, they are designer, actor, composer. So if you want to put them in a very stressful situation, put them in a workplace or a department that go with rules, too much rules and regulations. You see that they become highly stressed out. So usually they see themselves as talented artists. So next will be social personality or social type on the Holland model. So the social people enjoy informing, training, developing, curing, enlightening others. So they have little interest in machinery or physical exertion. Okay, they don't have interest in stuff like that. So they share these common threads. They are generous, they are patient, they are emphatic, tactful, persuasive, and they're cooperative. So the social one. So, and as you can see, the kind of occupation they can do, they can be teachers, they can be counselors, social worker, advisor, and therapists. Now, if you want to put them in a very stressful situation, make them work put them in a workplace where performing maintenance and pressure is the main thing. Okay. So we bring us to the enterprising group. The enterprising group. Now, the enterprising people, they have the people that enjoy leading, speaking, and convincing others. This is their bread and butter, you know. And they are good sales people. If you put them in sales, they do very, very well. They are also business executives, producer, promoter, and lawyer. Some people can have all these titles, you know, combined one person, because that is the kind of job they like to do. Now, if you want to put them in a high, you know, in a stressful situation, put them in a place that is a restrict freedom. Like if you want them to work in a, let's say, in a motor vehicle administration department, it's very stressful for them. But ask them to start their own business. You see them, you know, or to run a business as the manager or the leader. You see them doing very well. Okay, so they share this common trait: extroverted, adventurous, optimistic, ubiquitous, have sociable and also exhibitionistic. Exhibitionistic, yes, that's some of the properties, you know, that they share, or the features, you know, their characteristics. Now, like I said, if you put them in a restricted, a place where their freedom is restricted, they don't feel good about that. So but they are themselves, they are really aggressive, popular great leaders and speakers. And when they speak, you know, people listen because they have that, not only the talent, but the voice to make people really say something. All right, let's see. That leads us to this group, the conventional type personality. Many people belong to this one. They enjoy other activities. Okay. So conventional people actually enjoy other activities, manufacturing activities, the records, and the same. Okay. So now this group of people, like I said, they are more they like other activities. So things I think I've already mentioned them: filing, reproducing materials, organizing written and medical records, manipulating data, and so on and so forth. And they will do well in occupations like accounting, programming, banking, technology. You know, when it comes to research and development, you know, they can do very well in that. And don't put them in a situation where there is an ambiguity or clutter, like making them to work in a theater, you know, or even in a place where there's a lot of you know, nothing. There's no conventional, a place that's not a conventional workplace. They will not do very well there. So, any question for a round up?
No.
Now I will say try and do your homework and then your essay. Those of you who send me email, I will get back to you before the week ends. So since there's no other question, I will say I'll let you go. You have a good night.
Good night.
And I will see you guys
Okay, you too.
And I see you guys next week.